Hello everyone, welcome to SQL development course. We are at day 11, and in our last sessions we have learned about few operators in SQL Server. So today we are going to learn about identity insert or identity column and set operators. So let's talk about the identity insert or identity column, why we need it. Uh, now consider an example where you have an organization and you are hiring employees, and you decided that the employee ID will start with 1 and it will increment by 1 every time you insert a record in that employee table. So in such case, there are two options. One option is either you just you just insert the employee with ID manually, like every time you insert into the table, you just insert the ID, like it will be incremented by 1, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, those will be the employee IDs. Or you can use that column as identity column, so that every time you insert the value, this column will auto increment by 1. So let's understand this by example. So here I am create just checking if we have this iron employee identity table exist or not. So here the table is not there, so I will create this table. So this is the syntax of create table. Simple create table and the table name, then parenthesis open. Then this is the employee ID column, and this will be having the int uh, as data types. And here we are defining this column as identity column, and this will the value will start from 1 and it will be incremented by 1, and this will be the primary key. So here this will be auto incremented because we have provided this parameter here, or yeah, we have provided this identity here. And the second is a name, that is nvarchar 50, right? So let me create this. So now I can see the table is there, okay, but here there is no data. So now how can we insert the value into table? We have already seen this earlier. So the command will be insert into the table name and then values, and then you can provide values. Just note here that here we have provided two columns, employee ID and name, but while inserting the data, we are only providing one column. So let's see if it will allow us. So it allowed us. Why? Because we have provided this column as identity column. So it will auto increment and it will automatically insert the value in this column. So if I click here and select the value of this table, let's start from employee identity. So we will have employee ID as 1, and this will be the name of the employee, right? So this is one way of inserting the value in a table. Other way is this one, insert into table name, and in the parenthesis we can give the name of the column. So here, as we know that one first column is identity column, so we will not give this column name like that employee ID column name. We will only give the second column name and then values, and we can give different values. So by this we can insert multiple record at once. Uh, Please remember that we should put the comma here. So let me insert the values. Now two rows are if inserted, and if I will see here, we have now 1, 2, 3. And again, notice this that this employee ID 2 and 3 we haven't entered. It came automatically because that is the identity column, right? Now, if I want to explicitly give the name of that, like the value of that particular column, for example, this identity column is employee ID, and I want to insert the data by myself. So, what I will do, I will try to insert the value by this method. Let me see if it allows us. It is saying an explicit value for the identity column can only be specified when the column list is used and identity insert is on. What does it mean? So column list, here we need to use the column name. So we haven't given the column name like this one, right? So let's try. We will give the column name as well. And now we'll try to insert the value. Again, this is saying cannot insert explicit value for identity column in table when the identity insert is set to off. It means whenever you want to insert value manually in a table where identity column is specified, we need to put this parameter as on. at present this is off because this column we have given as identity column. So this is the command. We will give set identity insert and the table name and space then on. Once we will run this statement, this identity insert will be on. Now you can give value like this. So let's see if we will be able to provide, I will be able to insert the value by using this method. It is again giving the error that explicit value for identity column and table employees can only be specified when a column list is used. So now this is the column list. This we are using. Hopefully this will allow us to insert the data. Now we can see the data we can insert, right? Okay, so whenever you are doing this, once your requirement is completed, you need to put this as off. Okay, so this is how the identity column or this identity insert works. Now moving to the next parameters, we have different parameters in SQL Server like union, all, union, intersect, except. Okay, so we learn them by one. So first I have already created a table. This is employees two table. Here we have 9 records and employee ID is unique and this is a primary key. We have name that is duplicated and even the department is duplicated and salary can also be duplicated, right? So this is our table. Now if someone asks that I want to retrieve a combined list of employee who work in the IT department and employees whose salary is greater than 80,000. So we need to provide the name of the list of the employees who work in the IT department and the salary is greater than 80,000. Include the duplicates if employee meets both the condition. So first condition IT department. So one, two, three, four, 5 employees are working in IT department and second condition is greater than 80,000 salary. So one, two, three, four, five, six. 6 employees have greater than 80,000 salary and 5 employees are working in IT department. So if we combine both, then we will have 11, we will have the 11 records in our uh, result set. And it says like include the duplicates. So for that, we can, just a minute. Yeah, so for that, we can use this union parameter in SQL Server. So let me, oh yeah, so this is the statement. In the first statement, we are selecting name, department, salary from table name where department equals to IT. So if I select this, we will have those 5 records. And in the second query, we will write where salary is greater than 80,000. So we have those 6 records. And if you want to merge all the result set from both the queries, we will run this union all command, or we will use this union all operator, right? So if I will run this, I will have all the result set, and here we will have the duplicate value as well. So uh, this is how we use the union all operator in SQL Server. So when we can use, when you want even the duplicates, if you want to merge two tables or two query result set of two queries, not tables, two queries, and when you want to merge the data of two queries or result set of the two queries, but even the duplicates are important. So we use this union all. Okay. Now, next, if someone asks that I want to retrieve a combined list of employees who work in IT department or have a salary greater than 80,000, right? So here, what it is asking employee who work in IT department. So again, we have one, two, three, four, five, 5 employees working in the department and 80,000 or 80,000. So we have 6 people who are or employees who have more than 80,000, but we want to remove the duplicates. So in this case, if we where we want to remove the duplicate, we want to have only unique rows. So in that case, we use the union operator. So here again, it will give us the uh, value like output as 5 rows, and here this will give you 6 rows, right? But we want to use the union and we want to remove the duplicate, so we will use the union here. So you can see we don't have any duplicate value here. Every row is unique, right? Alice name, the column name is different. Column name can be duplicate, but the whole row will not be duplicated. Okay, so when we use union, when we only want the union rows, sorry, not union, unique rows in the result set. Third is if we have a requirement where we want to retrieve the list of employees who both work in IT department and have salary greater than 80,000, right? So here they are saying both the conditions should be true. So here we use the intersect operator. So intersect operator return only rows that appears in both the result set, right? So here if I will run this intersect, it will only return these two IT, I mean David, IT department 80,000, 85,000 salary, and this David, it is in IT department, he's in IT department and having 90,000 salary. So we can see here that here we have David and this David also we have here, and here if we run this command, we have same David here, right? 80,000, 85,000, and 90,000. So it will return only those the rows which uh, which are present in both the result set, right? So here we can see this David here present, it is present, and even in the first query it is present, in the second query also it is present. So it will only return the rows which is present in both the result set. So that's how we use the intersect. And if you want to retrieve the list of employees who work in the IT department, but the salary of less than 80,000 rupees, right? So here we use the except. In the except, we will, let's see, let me run the query first. So here we will have the employees whose salary is less than 80,000, but they are working in the IT department, right? So this is how we use accept, union all, or intersect. However, we use them very rarely because we have alternate of those commands. So whatever value we are getting from those, for example, if we want to, if we will run this union, and here we are getting 9 rows, right? We can also use or instead of running two queries using inter union, right? You can see it will give the same result. Even if we go to intersect, and if we go to intersect, it is giving us two results. We can also get the same by using the AND, right? And if you go to accept, this result also can be retrieved by using the AND, right? But this cannot be used interchangeably. We have a different situation or condition where we use those operators, or where we can use and or. So if you are following the series, just go and try to search the difference between those except union all or intersect operator, or and or, because those both the results can be retrieved from both, like and or, as well as those except, union, and intersect. So this is it for today, and I request everyone to go and check the difference between them, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.